Braves hosting the Mets, and the Braves are minus 160 on the money line. The Mets are plus 130. The over-under I have at 10 runs. The Mets getting a run and a half on the run line are minus 140, meaning if you bet them that way and they win this game outright, you win. They lose by one, you win. And the Braves laying a run and a half on the run line are plus 115, meaning if you bet them that way, they have to win by two. Head to head, the home team is 7-3. The Braves are 8-2 against the Mets in their last 10 meetings. The favorite is 6-4 on the money line. The favorite or the underdog getting or laying runs is 5-5. There have been two one-run games in their last 10 meetings. The over/under is 5-5, and the under 10 specifically is 7-3. I understand why the over/under is where it is because as of right now, the wind is blowing out towards left center field at like 9.2 miles an hour. And if there's a lot of right-handed batters in the lineups for both teams, a little bit of wind will help a ball carry a little bit further than it probably normally would. Now, Carrasco pitched 3 times against the Braves last year. 8 shutout innings. The Mets won that game 3-0 in New York, and he struck out 5. 6 innings, 3 runs, 3 earned. The Mets won that game 6-4. Also in New York, and he struck out 6 in that game. I believe he came into this game in relief. 2 innings, 3 runs, 3 earned. They lost that game 13-1. That was in Atlanta, and he struck out 2 batters in that game. The Mets are 4-6 in Carrasco's 6 starts. They've won his last 4 starts. He's averaging 5 innings pitched and 3.2 strikeouts per game in those games. Elder pitched once against the Mets last year. It was in relief as well. 2 innings, 2 1/3, 3 runs, 3 earned. They lost that game 8-5 in New York, and he struck out 2 batters in that game. The Braves are 7-3 as a team in the games in which Elder has started. He's averaging 5 2/3 innings pitched and 5 strikeouts per game in those games, so essentially a batter an inning. The last game they played against each other, the Mets won 5-3. The game before that, the Braves won 9-8. The game before that, the Braves won 4-0. All of those games were this year. All of those games were in New York, and a set of those games were in a doubleheader. The Mets have dropped their last 3. They are 1-3 in their last 4 and 5-5 in their last 10. 6 runs, 3 runs, 3 runs, and 10 runs. 4 runs in a win, shutout in a loss, 1 run in a loss, 4 runs in a loss. The Braves have won their last 2 games. They are 3-1 in their last 4 and 5-5 in their last 10. 6 runs, 5 runs, 7 runs, 13 runs. 4 runs in a win, 2 runs in a loss, 5 runs in a win, 8 runs in a win. I'm really torn with this game because if there was a game that the Mets could win, it would be with Carrasco on the mound. The only thing that has me being a little bit reluctant is the fact that the games that he pitched and they won were in New York, and the game that he came in relief, they got destroyed, and that was in Atlanta. I'm going to take the Braves with the money line. I'm going to take the Braves laying the runs, and I'm going to go under in this game. These are just my picks. If you disagree, please go with your gut, and please bet responsibly.